Paul Tassie's got an article. Okay, y'all can send it to me. Let me use the restroom. Hold on, guys.
20 minutes later.
No, I got some food, boys. We good. Here's what's wrong with Destiny 2 season passes from Paul Tassie. Paul? I mean, hold on. Is everyone here happy about the season pass? It seems like there's a lot of people talking shit about this. Are you happy with the way the season pass is? It's okay. Must be nice living with just okay. Wow, Destiny players, I guess okay is enough. Sounds a little apathetic. If we're focused on season pass out of everything, we got problems. I don't know, Les. Why not focus on season pass plus everything? Hold on. And what is even everything? The root of all problems right now inside of Destiny is lack of content. That's it. That's really the root of it. No lack of players. Motherfucker, what do you think attracts players? Content, and a lot of it. Are you guys fucking me right now? Are you guys for real? Okay, hold on. You're saying, how would you get more players? Give me something outside of adding more content that would bring players back. Good PR. Okay, good PR. Now bring it. Hold on. What is the PR gonna say? Give me an example of good PR that does not involve content. Roadmap? What's on a roadmap? Hold on. That's a great way to put it. What's on a roadmap? Content. Hot damn it. We just arrived at the same fucking conclusion. Bungie asks, what's wrong with Destiny 2 Season Pass? From Paul Tats here, guys. Bungie's monetization in Destiny 2 has always been wide-reaching, covering loads of different classes of items. There's one that's pretty standard. It's Seasonal Battle Pass. It has remained locked in relatively the same holding pattern for years now. And Bungie's asking how players feel about it, courtesy of Principal Community Manager to DMG. When Bungie asks questions, I usually answer, and I'll write out my thoughts below. First, what the Destiny 2 Season Pass does well. I've liked almost all of the armor ornament sets that have been put into the Battle Pass for a long while now, save one or two, and I do actually like the idea of putting one final universal ornament at the end of the biggest grind for the biggest grinders as well. An optional pursuit, but a good one. That said, you're still paying $10 for these fundamentally since they're on the premium track. The rest, however, well, let's go through it. I think Bungie could afford to put 2 armor ornament sets in the battle pass instead of just 1. Seasons have been overloaded with paid armor sets for a long while now. A combination of the past, holiday events, and Eververse. That's combined with the new sets in the Portal era that are sometimes just recolors of one another. Now, with one season being 6 months long, they still make just as many paid sets every 3 months. Plus, they sell 2 battle passes despite little new game content being added. It's not as if adding a second set to the paid track is free, as you're still paying for the pass, for that pass, so I think it's worth considering. An exotic weapon ornament that isn't the seasonal one. You get the seasonal exotic, you get an ornament for it at the end, yeah, all right, but Bungie adding a single exotic ornament skin in the entire 150 rank pass does not seem like a bridge too far, given how many are made per year. Scaled armor and weapons, this is just something that has been lost in the shuffle of the tier system. I'm getting 100% tier 5s in the game now, but every piece of armor and weapon in the past is tier 2, which is the modern day equivalent of getting a blue. Not that even tier 5s would be amazing, given that we are positively drowning in those. Still, scale them, which seems pretty obvious. At best, I pull them too quickly to infuse something I don't have a drop immediately on hand for, but that's it. Fair. I don't know, man. It's like season pass, kind of whatever to me. I'm gonna be honest, I would rather, like, if I looked at my season pass right now, what I'm in desperate need of is good in-game materials, like more Sinnet shards, more prisms. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know some of you guys like the ornaments and stuff like that, but like I would just want it to be loaded down. Like, instead of this being one Sinnet shard, especially up in this track, like this track, each one of these should be like 10 Sinnet shards. Boom, 10. Instead of it being 3 prisms, this thing should be like 15 or 20 prisms. Boom. And if you want to make it even grindier, make it grindier. You know, I want it to be a dense amount of in-game materials. And hell, before we even start talking about fixing season pass, dude, we need to get to a point where we can just hold more materials. Like, completely double, if not triple, the caps of all materials in the game. Especially when it comes to prisms and Sinnet shards. Like, I want to be able to grind for these things and have a good storage of them. Remove the score bonus. It's very close to paying for power, given that a full on 15% score bonus in activities can push you over the edge from a crap reward to a good one. Not fair for non-paying players, given that some of the margins can be in the portal. Non-expiring passes. I get that Bungie implemented chronologs as a stopgap to claim old allures, but at this point, fewer and fewer games have expiring battle passes. Erasing something people pay for just because they couldn't grind enough. Let them all be permanent. Let players pick what they're grinding for at any given time without losing the bonuses unlocked through the passes. Chronologs could still let you pick and choose specific items without grinding if you want that. Again, we go through the the extension there that allows you to access old season passes. But what Paul is saying is the ability to grind, actually grind old season passes. More synthwave templates too. Come on. It's bad enough that transmog has been sold from the start anyway. Yeah. Then outside of the pass, we have something that went away as Renegades, where there are no longer seasonal spanning challenges that you can return to and complete during the season at your leisure for big XP. Instead, they have been replaced by orders, daily challenges, and disappearing weekly challenges for seemingly no other reason than engagements. You can keep that stuff, but this is not the time to be annoying by removing well-liked things like seasonal challenges to actively make grinding out the battle pass worse. So those are mine. Any to add? Well, I will say I actually am like a big fan of orders here. Or yeah, these active orders. Like I'm a big fan of them. I think that this was arguably one of the best things Bungie has added. As a matter of fact, if you got rid of the entire portal, and I know this is about season pass, but if you got rid of the entire portal and just left me this, that's it. I'm good. I don't need literally any of this. This is all I need right here. This is all I need. As far as the season pass goes, I mean, look, man, I don't really care. It's like, what? How can you improve? You can load down the premium track, I guess. You can make this exotic catalyst not be a level 90, a rank 90 drop. I don't know what happened here. It used to be all the way down here at 20 something. Yeah, somewhere around that mark, maybe 30. But putting it all the way up at 90 is like, what? You know where I'm coming from? You know, a lot of people saying like load it out with cosmetics. Sure. Again, I'm in more need for in-game materials, but maybe that's just me. I think what would be cool is if you can choose. Imagine if you level up, you reach rank 54, and like say you have strange coins and you're already capped. It'd be cool if I can click that and it gave me like 3 equivalent options, like what Bungie's equivalent options for. Maybe that's too much for a pass. That'd be nice. Could put some silver in there. That would be nice. Yeah, especially this track. This track that's 101 to 110. Imagine this 101 to 110. If 110, and I mean, if Bungie wanted to extend the XP on it, sure. But imagine if that had like 5,000 silver. I think that would be massive. I think people would love that. Easy to 500. Nah, man, I can put 5,000 in that bitch. They ain't gonna give away $50 for free. All right. Make a rank past 110. 2,000 or 200, 300, 5,000 silver at rank 300. Hold on, hear me out. It may take 100 something hours to get the 5,000 silver. Think about how many people will be playing for that. Anyways, I will say at the top of my to-do list, season pass is not it. You know, I think Bungie they're probably looking to implement some changes, like season pass changes going into the next update, Ash and Iron style update coming in March. So they may be talking about those changes going into that. Bro, you saw how fast they patched the silver glitch, and you think they're just going to add it to the reward track? If you want people playing your game, look, at some points, Bungie has to look at themselves and go, all right, we give 5,000 silver away. However, we got 250 hours of gameplay from this individual. That's got to mean something.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.